CTV News at 5 with Hudson Mack.
A public works project on Dallas Road in Victoria was temporarily suspended today after crews unearthed human remains. Crews were digging in the area to install a new water catch basin when they uncovered ancient remains believed to have significance to First Nations. The site is at the corner of Dallas Road and Montreal Streets. Historic remains have been found in the area before, and it is known to be an archaeological sensitive site. The city says it will work with the Esquimalt and Songhees First Nations and archaeologists to decide how to move forward on the site. A cyclist was rushed to the hospital with injuries today after colliding with a car on Foul Bay Road this afternoon. Happened about 3 o'clock at the intersection with Chandler Avenue. The cyclist's condition and injuries are not known at this time, but he was conscious when the police arrived and when paramedics took him away.
There was a white vehicle waiting to turn left to go north on Foul Bay, and she collided with the cyclist. The cyclist has been taken to Victoria General Hospital right now. We'll be heading up there to check up on get an update on his injuries.
Vic PD says it's too early to comment on who was at fault or whether they will recommend charges against the driver or the cyclist. A View Royal woman has gone missing, and West Shore RCMP are asking for your help tonight as they try to find her. She is 27-year-old Alicia Canfield, and her family last saw her early yesterday morning in the View Royal area. They reported her missing today. She is 5 feet 1 inch in height and weighs 130 pounds. She has blue eyes and long copper brown hair. She was last seen wearing a green jacket with gold snaps, a black leopard print shirt and leopard sandals, and black sweatpants. Police and her family are concerned about her disappearance. If you have any information on the disappearance of Alicia Canfield, you're asked to contact police. Meantime, police in Phoenix tonight are still searching for a 70-year-old suspect they believe is responsible for the shooting today at an office complex. 3 were wounded, 1 seriously. The gunman got away. Students in Ottawa had an out-of-this-world experience today, the chance to speak with astronaut Chris Hadfield, who answered their questions from outer space. A group of 200 grade 5 and grade 6 students was joined by Governor General David Johnston at the Canadian Aviation and Space Museum. It set up communication with Hadfield, who is in orbit right now on a 5-month mission on board the International Space Station.
Madeline, the big difference this time is I'm used to it. I can fly. I can go all different directions. I can do whatever I want. It's wonderful being in weightlessness this time. I'm fully adapted to it. I don't just feel like a visitor here now. I feel like a spaceling.
And later this year, that spaceling, Hadfield, will become the first Canadian commander of the International Space Station. More than 50 volunteers in Qualicum Beach and in Ladysmith will soon find themselves out of work. The Canadian Cancer Society is shutting down 2 of its island offices at the end of March. The Society says it was a difficult decision that came down to dollars. It simply cannot afford to operate as many offices as it once did. Now, while the closure will affect the volunteers, the Society says it will not have an impact on any of its services.
We also recognize that in the current day and age, many of the services that Canadian Cancer provides are not necessarily focused on face-to-face interaction. Many of the people coming to us access us through the internet or through our 1-800 numbers. And also we have people based in Nanaimo and based in Victoria who service the communities throughout Vancouver Island.
The Society says people who used the Ladysmith and Qualicum offices will be referred to Nanaimo and Victoria for similar services. The Society will also close an office in Whitehorse. Also in the courts, the trial of an officer charged in the sinking of the Queen of the North has heard dramatic recordings of radio transmissions made the night the ship went down. Navigation Officer Carl Lilgert is charged with criminal negligence causing the deaths of 2 passengers who disappeared in the sinking 7 years ago. Today, the court heard radio calls from crew members on board the ship telling a Marine Traffic Control Center in Prince Rupert they had hit an island. Later, another frantic transmission saying the vessel was taking on water and needed help and that passengers were being placed into lifeboats. Initially, there was confusion about the ship's position because the Queen of the North had gone off course before the collision. Also confusion about exactly how many people had made it to safety. The trial continues. Filmmakers and moviegoers alike are gearing up for a big weekend at the Vancouver Island Short Film Festival. It's the 8th annual event, an opportunity for local filmmakers to show off their stuff. Island filmmaker Shirley Goldberg will also be presented the Paragon Award for more than 35 years of work in the industry on the island. Goldberg developed and taught the first film studies course at Vancouver Island University. The festival will be a showcase for 14 movies with a range of topics and lengths.
We showcase local talent and, some talent from a little bit further away, but that are making really great films in the short media, and we really love the ability of filmmakers to be able to tell great stories in short little snippets. And I think it's really entertaining for the audience. They get a bunch of different types of films in a 2-hour program.
8 of the movies are from Vancouver Island, and some are from first-time filmmakers. The festival is Friday and Saturday at the Malaspina Theatre at the Nanaimo campus of VIU. The tickets are $15, $10 for students. If you'd like to find out more or for tickets, visit visff.com.